of APC admitting they have wronged Nigerians, Lai Mohammed keeps lying to the masses, Tinubu'S. According to Punch News report, it was gathered that the spokesman of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council, Senator Tinubu'S, has taken a swipe at the president and the Major General Muhammad Buhari-led regime over the closure of land borders due to rising costs of foods in the market. He said Nigerians are not fools not to know the hardship they went through when the border closure lasted under the Buhari-led administration. He also explained that it is something appalling and disgraceful that the Buhari-led administration has become a kingdom of bandits and terrorism, where bandits can operate right under the nose of a government office while the government is still in power. Punch News also reported that Tinubu'S said it is tactless of Lai Mohammed and APC to be contending with Atiku Abubakar on issues of border management and control, an area in which the presidential candidate of the PDP exudes exceptional competence. How? I feel like, to be honest, we look at when these individuals speak, and in English where you have to do point, evidence, explanation, development, these people just give points and barely explain. I mean, what? Evidence, okay, you can make your comments about, and I think that is a problem with political parties, and their spokespersons speaking against one another, because you can validly bring arguments to counter or make the opposing party look, incompetent and bad. But then when it's time to amp yourself up, you don't even complete it. I mean, yes, you can say, APC has lied to Nigerians, You give your reasons, you break it down, you talk about the border closures, the hardship Nigerians have gone through. You literally do PEED, you develop. And then when it's time to amp up yourself, which is the other side of the coin, what you should actually, be building your first point for, then you're like, well, unlike my own presidential candidate in that area, he exudes exceptional competence. How? And I think, to be honest, again, PDP and APC, to me, they're very much a joke. They have not proven to be worthy in all these years. But if you really want to get a balanced view of both parties, go to the PDP and see what they write about the APC. And then to get a balanced view on the PDP, you go to the APC and see what they've written about the PDP. Then you will get balanced views on. It's like, how they say there's always, multiple sides to a story. Literally, that's what it is. Because I feel like they don't know how to amp themselves enough. I mean, look at how corrupt you are, yet you can't even make yourself look good. Because even if they try to do it, of course they'd be lying, and they'd give, untrue statements to back up their claims. And of course, again, Nigerians are not fools. But, if we're going to focus on what Tinubu'S has said about the APC, he's not lying. I mean, Nigerians understand the hardship that they endured under President Buhari's regime, especially during that time of the border closure. It was a big thing. And the comments here, really, to be honest, not like they disagree with Tinubu'S. They're like, you're part of them, you're a thief, so stop doing that. All of you are the same. And of course, Tinubu'S, an individual, personally, I don't know, I feel like he's brought his personal side to politics, so I think it's fair to talk about it. I don't think he's an individual who I can take with all seriousness, to be honest. There's just so much he's done in social media. I'm just like, oh my days. Like, you actually have jokesters and clowns representing parties and we're meant to take their words very seriously. I don't think so. That, to me, does not make sense at all. But of course, we'll talk about terrorism and how, to be honest, like, terrorists and the audacity and I guess the bravery they've got all over the years to even go to government places or kidnap officials or even visit police stations. I mean, it's funny because the confidence has just grown. I mean, even days between attacks, they're still going for more attack, and it's like, are you not even scared you're going to be caught? Because I feel like sometimes the recklessness and also the consistency of these bandits, it's like you are really so confident that nothing will happen to you, that you continue to cause havoc. I mean, you look at the whole system of repentant Boko Haram, repentant bandits, and the process of integrating them back into society, and you're like, wow, and you say Nigeria is not on crack. I mean, in what world does that ever make sense? So in conclusion, I mean, I don't think what Dunamilai is saying about the APC is special or unknown. We know these things, but I think more importantly, if you're going to literally rubbish another party, make yourself look good. You don't just say one sentence and say, well, that is the reason why my party is better. No, you develop on it, because it's like you can speak badly of another party but not great about yourself, which is literally your position. Like, that is literally what you are called to do, your position as a spokesperson of your party. You know what I mean? And it's like, if we can't get to Atiku, we get to you. You know what I mean? I mean, I personally think that is how you do things. But to be honest, I don't think Jude Malay is one that people take seriously when it comes to analysis of the country. And of course, it's so shameful because, I mean, a sane and well-meaning person would look at Atiku and be like, wow, is this the individual that you really want to represent you? Like, this is Dino Melai, really? But it's not shocking because the standards never existed, to be honest. I mean, you literally have Buhari, who did not finish secondary school. You know, his certificate is yet to be found. I mean, what can you really say about that? So the standards have been low, and you look at the standards even up till presidential level, and you're like, wow, what a country we have. You are a thief and you are all part of them. You are the same. I don't think that is lies as well, but really they need to do better, to be honest. But I think to be honest, if you were well-meaning Nigerian, you could see what the APC and the PDP are doing. You see it as a joke, to be honest, and you just see two kids going back and forth at each other, but really would never make it because they're so focused on each other. But more importantly, they're also threatened by the new game, and the old political system is looking a bit challenging to still apply, because the way things are going, it does not look like as if the old way of politics is going to work this time around. And of course, they should remain short. But it is what it is. Put what you think about it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.